assume we are live. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope you guys have your coffee. I hope you guys have your breakfast. I hope you guys have your handhelds and your controllers nearby because it's absolutely that time. We are here for another episode of the Backlog Barbarians. Now, while we're sitting here waiting for Mike or Julian, may not show up, and much love to all the folks and positive energy and prayers out to the folks in St. Louis. The tornado really tore up that city. Much love to those folks. Nisa, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Um, Farewell North. Wasn't if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the indigenous developed or inspired game? That sounds familiar. Let me know. I could be completely wrong. You're talking about something totally different. But I got my coffee. Oh, we about to cone in that backlog again. I'm telling you, man. That's 1,000% what has to happen. Yeah, but what sucks is we got Dune Awakening, which is around the corner. Um, it's about a dog. Okay. Oh, here we go. Mike. Let me switch. Boom. And I'm gonna make sure this looks right. Oh. One sec. Let me fix my audio. That's me. Output is needs to be output needs to be nope, wrong output. There we go. All right, they should be able to hear you now.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
I
you
can't
can't.
hear you.
Oh,
No.
okay. Hold on. Input. Input needs to be. Hello.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
hear you. Can you
There
hear
you
me?
go.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Let me make sure I got our audios right. All right. Yeah, my bad. So I was just telling the folks about what Backlog Barbarians is. And this show all started because Mike put out a tweet. He had finished, I forgot exactly what game it was, but he was like, Backlog Barbarian. He said something like that. And I was like, you know what? It was like the bat signal went out.
It
And
was it was Elden Ring.
Elden, there you go. There you go. And look, Elden Ring is still making waves in 2025. Like here it is. It's wild. But nah, man. I have a absolutely huge backlog. I am what you would like to call a digital hoarder. I mean, even as a kid, back when they came out, I had one of the okay, this is how much of a digital hoarder I am. I had one of the first powered storage units. It was a Western Digital 80 gig, and it needed a power source. Like for those,
They all did back then.
yeah. And I had that like as a kid. I don't even know. Probably was doing something I was supposed to, but I had to. I ended up going out and getting one. Um, and now we're sitting here living in a world where 80 gigs is like this. Like this is 80 gigs. Like giveaways. Like they give away 80 gigs of data. But I'm a digital hoarder, and that doubles so for video games. And then I'm also a physical hoarder in terms of collecting video games. And I have a large backlog of titles.
We
If
all do.
Yeah. And hey, much love. We got a super chat from David, which I don't like that guy, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
really rock with him like that.
he all right. I mean, he throw money,
Yeah,
so
he's cool. He's all
he
right.
all right. He says good morning, and then of course from Geek Life, Mike. Much love, man. I seriously appreciate you. But without rambling too much, Mike's here. Let's get started. So, folks, welcome to another episode of the Backlog Barbarians, a show centered around what games we are playing and what games we need to finish. Because most gamers these days, like we were just talking about, have massive backlog of games. Now, Geek Life Mike, let the folks know who you are.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's Geek Life Mike here. Kid from the GSG gang, G Style Magazine, resident gamer, Queens, New York, A1 shit talker, pop shit creator, but most of all, most importantly, big gamer. I love games. There are no console wars here with the barbarians. Grab your controllers. There's no console wars here. We play everything. So I'm just here to talk about these games. Let's not forget, this is a hobby that we all love. This is a hobby we all enjoy. We are here because of that reason. So glad everybody's here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out Dallas. Shout out Nisa. Shout out Fame. And most importantly, shout out my brother in kind, Baron.
Hey, appreciate you. And guys, please make sure to like this and share it out. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And then also, I want to do a quick thank you to all of our Patreon and YouTube members. Let me jump to that list. And so we got much love to Mershot, Jax82, The Sly Crow, Dallas Man, Web Dave, Nisa Hauer, Legendary Yobi, Lord Metroid, Strolly, Master Sith, Arcade 4247, Natalie F, Geek Life Mike, Slow Mo Backslap, Xbox Expansion Pass, Blaine 158, Tao Zochi, Don Otaku, Johnny Man 117, and Miss L. I appreciate you guys so much because you guys help keep the lights on here at level 1. And if you guys get any type of entertainment out of this, please consider supporting us from our Patreon and our YouTube. But yes, let's keep going. Mike, any free games that folks need to go out and make sure to pick up?
Well, I have not checked this week because I have been backlogging. So I guess I'll say this. Um, if you guys are Amazon Prime members and you also have a Twitch account, they always have free games available. GOG .com, they don't always have free games, but they have games that are always heavily discounted. I'm talking like under $5. Big titles, mostly smaller titles, but big titles too. A game that was once $70, you can get there for like $8. It's a win-win. You know, and Epic always giving stuff away. So I would say I don't have anything this week because I have been so entrenched in, the games that I've been playing. I haven't had a chance to check, but just do yourself a favor. I mean, you're giving Amazon Prime X amount of dollars a month.
Yep.
Might as well take all that free shit.
Everything they offer, man. It's already
everything they offer.
You've paid for it already. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Towerborn dev team saw y'all clip talking about the game from the last show and commented on the short. Wow. Hey, look,
Yo,
man.
shout out to them.
Much love to them. Appreciate it. Look, we're getting reach, guys. That's from you guys because without you guys, we wouldn't even we really appreciate you. But yeah. I want to let's because we know we're gonna end. I'm gonna tell you now. We're gonna end this talking about Clair Obscur. And we're not going to talk about the story because there's a lot of folks out there.
No.
We're going to talk about the gameplay in the game itself. But we'll end with that. So let's start with what else we finished. Because for me, I've been good. I've been a very active Backlog Barbarian. And I actually finished the main story in Oblivion Remaster. Now, folks, before you think I just ran through the main story just to complete a game for this week, that is not true. I have 3 days and 14 hours of playtime in Oblivion. I had all of my magic outside of alteration is at 100. My blades, which means I was my hand to hand is off, but we in a medieval time. I'm not trying to punch metal, but so I got my sword. My blade skills were up to 60, and then lockpick skills got up to like 80. I wish I would have took a screenshot, but I have over 3 days in Oblivion Remaster. So it's safe to say I enjoyed it. And is Discord, am I frozen? Let's see. 1 second. Want to make sure Discord is okay. Discord. 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 Sorry about that. Let me see. Pop out chat. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Guys, if since you can hear me, I'm glad I ain't talking crazy. Like, man, Fame sucks, man. That dude gets on my nerves. But yeah, so Discord is totally tripping right now. I am probably gonna, well, while you guys can still hear me, I'm probably gonna call him through like Google Meet or something. Let me see. Give me a sec. Let me go. Or is it me? It could be me. Hold on. I hope not. That would suck. One sec, guys. I am going to set up a Google Meet real quick. Google Meet. Yeah, I think it might be me. Hooray, technology! Yeah, this totally might be me on my end, guys. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is me on my end. Let's see. I apologize, guys. Do a quick reset. Let's see if it connects right back.
It should.
All right. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Are we back?
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Back, bitch.
Yes. Okay. Whoo. They was trying to stop me, man. They wasn't trying to let me shine. They wasn't trying to let me be
They was
great.
hating. Yeah, they was hating.
Okay. So, whew, talking about Oblivion. We'll give folks a second. Let them know we're back. But yes. So we are back. Oh, whew, whew, whew. Jeez, that was totally my internet's fault. I was gonna claim that, but no, that wasn't me. That was the internet. I paid for it. It should be working. Like, but no,
Facts.
right?
Facts.
But no. So talking about Oblivion, I have definitely put in. I put in enough time to where a large part of me wants to uninstall it. For no other reason than to make sure I don't go back and play it while there's all these other games I need to
Yeah,
play.
you gotta uninstall it. You
I
got to.
I gotta let go. Oh god.
You gotta let it go. The mission was technically
It
accomplished.
was it was accomplished. The final fight, I leveled up to a point to where I was able to zoom through the what is it called? Through the Oblivion gates. I don't want to spoil the story,
Hmm
even though it's like a 20-year-old game at this point. Um but
I would say for a game that old, talk
yeah.
about it.
So, long story short, the emperor of the land died, and all of him and all of his sons were assassinated by this cult. You were there to witness his death, and he kind of bestowed upon you a lot of stress and a lot of responsibility. And then, long story short, you became the hero. As you're running around, the cult is summoning people into the demonic plane and trying to merge the demonic plane with the plane that we know is, like, Cyrodiil.
Hmm
And along the way, you fight a lot of demons, cults,
hmm
necromancers, minotaurs, bears, and wolves. And long story short, you close all the gates, and you basically the last son of the last line of this empire sacrifices himself to save the world. And so now there's this whole lineage that's just gone. Like, their whole lives were all sacrificed. But yes, Oblivion is definitely worth playing. Um, and I hope that we do get more remasters. I wish they would have remastered Morrowind. Simply because it is a lot older. Oh snaps! Hold on,
Oh,
let me adjust. I want to make sure. Oh, for sugar deal. Make sure he's visible. Hey, Julian.
I'm back.
yeah.
Hey, let's go. He said, I'm back. They tried to shut me
All
down.
right. Well, let's let him get himself together.
Yes.
Um. So okay. So aside from Oblivion, you said you will kind of segue into Expedition 33 towards the end. What
Yes.
else have you played? I finished the story for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Ooh, give your
Um.
thoughts, man. Did you like what do you think, man?
it-
Cuz
okay. This game is a shit ton of fun.
okay.
It's like Space Marine in terms of the fun factor, nonstop action. It's visually beautiful, and everybody knows I am keen anti Bethesda.
Mhm.
However, I am not a hater, and that game, man, um, it's still not going to make me play a Doom, like become a Doom guy. It's not going to do that, but man, listen, if you had never played a Doom game prior to this and you played this, even more so than Doom Eternal, I got maybe about 30 minutes, 45 minutes into Doom Eternal, but like, I'm good on this. But this, for some strange reason, I felt the urge to see this through. Like, and I did. It is incredible. I did play it on PC.
Okay.
Um, I don't wait. Just ask you this question. I have this weird issue with like my PC Game Pass and my Xbox Game Pass because like right now, if I go on my Xbox, like my gamer score is like dog shit
Mhm.
because I play a lot of my Xbox games on PC. For some reason, those points just never seem to transfer over. And
Huh.
if you were to like look at my gamer score, like people would think I don't touch my Xbox at all. Mind you, this is my second account. I had one originally from back in the 360 days where my gamer score was ridiculous. But for some reason, when I try to, it's a long story, but I don't know what's going on. But I guess I'll talk about that off camera. But
Right? I was gonna ask, are you
Doom: The
part of the
Dark Ages,
game preview program? Because that messed up a lot of my
yes,
multiplayer.
yes, I am.
That
Of
messed
course I am.
Hey, that messed up so much. Like, I have a hard time creating parties, and this has been for years
Hmm
across two generation of consoles. So it started for me in the Xbox One. I could not host a party. I could join a party, but if I'm hosting it, I'm usually causing issues. Or like I can't, like you have, like I run into this issue all the time, and it's been that way for years. And it started for me once I joined the preview program.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, but I just want to, assure, my friends on the Xbox side, I get busy with my Xbox. On console and in PC, my gamer score is dog shit, but I'm telling you, the only reason it is because I'm having a problem with my points transferring over. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know. But
Go
I've been playing Dune the Dark Ages, so I finished that story. I'm going to go back in, play it a little more. And I was talking to Baron the other day, and I have been playing a lot of MAME arcade games. I think all day yesterday, I dedicated like 2 hours to just MAME arcade games. I showed you WWF WrestleFest. For those of us who I guess are old enough to remember arcades, WWF WrestleFest, and this is when it was WWF. Um, WWF WrestleFest was a big one for me. You could play Saturday night's main event and the Royal Rumble. So I played a lot of that yesterday. The Million Dollar Man and the Ultimate Warrior and between that and Mr. Perfect, that was always my crew.
Ooh, the perfect
I
plex.
played Chase HQ. Yeah, I played Chase HQ yesterday. I never beat Chase HQ, but yesterday I beat that bitch.
Let's go. Hey, you know what?
Um,
I miss that art style. Not even gonna lie to you. Like
yeah.
and and it's funny. We're slowly going back to that. Like with all the side
Mhm.
scrollers, and I'm thinking of Towerborn. I'm thinking of River City Girls. I'm thinking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Like it's like we're the Power Rangers. Like these are all big games that came out recently. And they fit that art style. There's something about it. It's timeless. There you go. That's what it is. It's timeless.
Yeah, yeah, and then Chase HQ, we ultimately got like Ridge Racer and stuff like that. What else did I play? I played for some reason I did a lot of driving yesterday.
Mm.
I played Outrunners.
Mm.
Um, I played Outrunners. I played Outrun. I never realized how difficult Outrun is until I played it in arcade. And I played Daytona.
Oh dang,
I was
Thunder!
doing me.
Hey, yeah.
I, I was doing me yesterday, playing them old school arcade games. Oh, and the last one I played. Does anybody remember the original Ninja Gaiden?
Oh,
That
I
arcade
was
game.
too scared. That
I
But do you
remember it.
remember it? Where you could hang from poles and kick people, and you could flip
yeah,
and grab people and throw them.
bro.
Yeah. Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna finish that today. Yesterday I wound up having to run out, so I didn't get a chance today. Today that game will be completed. So that's what I've been doing, y'all. I've been playing a ton of old school arcade games that I couldn't finish because I ran out of money. Guess what, bitches? I have I have the emulator. I have the emulator. I'm
He
I'm
said, "I
beating
got it.
everything now.
I got
I
it."
got it now.
And there's a
I'm beating
save.
everything.
And there's a save function installed. Put
And
me.
there's a save function. Yeah. And I have unlimited quarters. Unlimited
Hey,
quarters.
hey, no lie. I didn't beat Altered Beast. Altered Beast was a transforming side scroller action adventure game on Sega.
It was so different in the arcade.
Yes, it was. And I didn't. And then my wife sat down with me. Well, she was my girlfriend then because it was on. Was it Xbox 360 arcade? I want to say
Yes.
yes. And we actually beat Altered Beast, and I just started like tripping out. And I explained to her, I was like, "You don't understand. I played this game arcade. I own this game on the Sega, and this is my first time beating it, and I'm damn near an adult. Well, at the time I was an adult, and like it's just mind blowing. I actually have an Altered Beast T-shirt. It's so dope. Altered Beast was fun. It was scary too. That audio wasn't no joke.
No, it was not. Where's my man Jules at?
Oh, he probably taking care of family and whatnot.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing this, and I'm
Jules.
shopping for the first birthday party as well.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
My profile
No, just
picture is still my baby's first birthday. It was me and her on Facebook. It was her first birthday, so it's important. I already know.
yeah. So playing wise, I was just gonna wait because I heard y'all saying that you were gonna talk about Expedition 33, and that's probably about all I've had time to play.
Oh,
So
okay. So you know what? Because I messed up,
You know what?
we could do
No,
this.
you didn't.
Oh, the
Yeah,
internet is.
let's get into it now. Okay, so I'm the only one so far, I think, here that has actually finished it.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So I'll let you guys go first because I've actually completed it and I've finished every major dungeon.
Okay.
I beat the snake. I beat the snake in the sky.
Okay.
I finished every element, and everybody's 99. So I'll let you
Jesus.
guys go.
Jesus. Oh, so Julian, yeah, go ahead, go first, man.
Yeah, so kind of getting into what I've been playing. So Expedition 33, I've been bouncing back and forth between my RG Ally and the Xbox, just trying to get as much time in as I can. I would say a tip for everyone: do not play on cloud because you need that you need that reaction time. And
Yes, you
Install.
that was
do.
Install it.
Unless you're at
yeah.
home. Unless you're at home.
But you know what? Sometimes it still like does that refresh thing, and if it does it at the
Uh,
wrong time,
And I had to no, keep going.
well, no. I mean, that's it. I mean, great game. I'm definitely like, it's been a while since I've beat a big or decent sized RPG. So,
mhm.
no, I'm definitely excited to kind of.
What act are you in? What act are you in?
I am at the beginning of Act 2. So,
Oh, you're further
yeah.
Oh,
than
okay.
me. Okay.
So, okay. So I definitely, without spoilers, yeah.
Hey, no, hey, bro. Okay, let me say this. No spoilers, because this is one of those games you definitely need to go and play. Like you have to play it. If you love a good story, play it. That prologue, that
Prologue is fire.
bro, and then I immediately my first thoughts were, I need some of the greatest directors of all time to get together and create a TV show. Even if they just run it script for script, line for line.
This would be an incredible TV show.
Oh my
Matter of fact,
god.
I'm gonna tweet that out.
Hey, I would watch the living hell out
I
of
would
this
watch
show.
every episode.
Like I haven't.
And they have the potential to go 33 seasons.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they could, it's funny. They could. No, we're not doing that. That's not the point of this show. But look, I'm about to go in. But no, it story wise, guys, it moves the needle. It's everything there. They do a good job. The voice acting is amazing. The music is amazing. I love when games live up to the hype. I absolutely love it when because usually everybody tries to nitpick like, oh, this ain't. No, this, and then because of the different RPG mechanics, like I barely caught on because thank God my screen paused. I didn't know about the luminaries. Like I didn't know you could expand the luminaires, or I forgot how to pronounce it.
Lumina.
The Lumina. I didn't know you could extend it. So for a large part of Act 1, because I feel like story-wise I'm getting towards the end of Act 1, just pacing, I have been running without any extra Lumina. And I didn't know to go in and click the Lumina. There's just, okay, that's the one negative. I'll give them that.
Your Lumina and your Pictos are when you first play the game is kind of complicated to understand. But I don't want to tell anybody how to play. But all I'm going to say is this: collect as much Lumina as you can. When you get to your expedition flags, allocate it out, and your Lumina is basically what allows you to perma-learn the Pictos that you learn. So after every fourth battle, you officially learn a Picto.
Yep.
So depending on how much Lumina you have, when you go to check your attributes and stuff like that, just allocate your Lumina and learn the skills that you want to learn according to your builds. Like the more you play the game, the more you realize that it's not about collecting pictos. Each character has a different set of attributes, and you have to start to build your character out because they do different things.
So, for example, guys, so I have there's one character, the first guy you start with, he has a pistol and a sword, and he has this ability to mark, which marking makes the next physical attack like a 50% increase or something like that. It's a measurable increase. It does
Yeah, it's
increase
almost
damage.
double.
And then I have Mael. She has an ability where if you time it right, she'll do and I'm early game. She's already doing almost 2,000 damage with one attack. And if you know anything about the game, I'm within Act 1, 1,000 attack, even on a boss, is taking up a quarter of their health. So the combo for me is I mark him with because he has different lumina and whatnot to where he marks them really easy. Then I shift over to Mael, and you can rearrange in the menu. You can rearrange the party order and everything too.
Mhm.
And then I have it set up to where Mael does her ability, and then we end up, instead of going back and forth and taking turns attacking, with that combo alone, I'm doing so much damage. It makes the fight so much shorter. And mechanics wise, it's so fun. It reminds me of a simplified Final Fantasy VIII. That's the first thing that came to mind. And I've been grinding, so I don't know what the average level is supposed to be at this point, but
No, there really isn't one.
okay.
Again, it all boils down to your builds. So I would say early game, you're not going to know this right away, but now that I'm here and I can tell you, try to focus on your build,
Mhm.
and try to learn what each character's strength is. Since you guys aren't in Act 3 yet, I can only say but so much, because things change. Um, like in my review that I wrote, Expedition 33 truthfully doesn't really start until you get to Act 3.
Let's go.
So
Okay. Oh, guys, please go play
and
the game. If you
I'll
like
say
RPGs,
this,
go play the game.
I'll say this. Um, Learn your parrying and dodges. Do not rely on it visually. Baron had asked a question, and I had told him don't rely on just um like the visual aspect of trying to parry and dodge. You can do it, yeah, but a lot of enemies that you fight, and I figured this out, they have audio cues that they give away to let you know it's time to parry. You won't get it every time, but learning how to parry is important. Knowing when to parry and when to dodge is important. Yes, you can parry every attack in the game. You can. But sometimes it isn't always necessary. It isn't always necessary. If you want that counter attack, then okay. But
Let me
I would say know when to parry and to dodge.
let me tell you from the moment of that tweet to where I am now, just to let you know how advanced I am, and you'll be able to appreciate this being as far as you are in the game. You too, Julian. I beat the mime dude on the first try. I beat him. I beat who else did I beat on the first try? The first major what was that dang boss? I'm trying not to spoil anything. But yeah, so there's this mime dude who his defense levels are astronomical. You have to debuff him in order to get a decent amount of damage on him.
Yeah, you have to break them.
You have to break him. Then throughout this whole time of you trying to break him, he has the minimum attack he has is a 3-peat. So he is hitting you heavy, like he's doing mad damage with each hit, and he's getting multiple swings each hit.
Like I remember really quick because I texted my boy. I was like, "Hey, is this dude supposed to be that hard?
Yeah.
I think I beat it on the second or third try. I was like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, there are bosses. There are bosses that are gonna annihilate you a couple of times until you learn their visual and audio cues so you can parry and dodge properly. But the good thing about the game is that it doesn't penalize you for dying. So
Yes.
when you die, you don't lose whatever it is you've built, and you start right back where you died. So you can do the boss or whatever character over and over and over and over again until you learn the cues. So that's one of the great elements of the game. Expedition 33 is a linear / open world game. Like I
Yes.
said, get to Act 3. Act 1 and 2, you won't really know it yet. When you get to Act 3, that's when I kid you not, that's when Expedition 33 really starts.
You know what? And I'm glad you pointed that out because they built the game around the save scummer. They built the I'm a save scummer. I had 80 something saves of just hard saves in Oblivion Remaster. Now, the amount of quick save, I had quick save mapped on my controller. That's how much I quick save. One, because the game crashes a lot. Like that's a main.
I have never experienced a crash.
Oh,
Not once.
in Oblivion, man, I had
Oblivion.
yeah, my bad. I'm talking about Oblivion. But so this game, but Clair Obscur is built for the save scummer. Like it literally is set up. That's the first thing I looked for in this game. How do I save? Where do I quick save? Like that, but then realizing you don't have to, and there's no penalty. It wants you to get better at it. Like and that's it's almost like you have a heavy RPG, one that seems larger than life, because it does seem larger than life when you look at it. There's so many elements to it. There's so many layers to it. Party composition, party order, abilities, buffs, like there's so many layers to it, but yet it does it in a way to where somebody like me who doesn't really have the time to sit down and play 5-6 hours of it at a time can enjoy it. It does a really good job of that.
Yeah, I do want. There are some early. I just want to give away one tip, that you can pick up from the start of the game that will change how the game is played. Depending on your weapon for each character, do not try to do what we would typically do in like a lot of games where they're giving out skill points and try to balance out your characters. Expedition 33 does not work that way. Try to allocate your skills according to the weapon that you're using.
Okay.
And how you want to build out, because you have vitality, might, defense, luck, and agility. Do not try to balance that out. It doesn't work that way. When you go into the attributes, you're going to see A, B, C, S. A lot of that is dependent on the weapon and the character. Build that way.
Okay.
Okay. Do not try to balance it out. It won't work. You'll just be wasting points for a skill attribute that character can't use, or you won't reap the benefit of. So try to do it to where your the skill of the weapon that you're using and the character you're using work together. Don't try to allocate points to all 5 skill sets. It's pointless.
Got it. Okay.
And those recoats that you find out in the field, those shits are super important. Collect as many of them as you can, because you're going to have to recoat your character probably multiple times, because you're going to find different weapons.
Got you.
So I would say, like, the next time you guys play, go look at your builds and then go look at where those things are and recoat your points.
Okay.
Completely different game. You'll thank me later. Trust me.
I was gonna say once I paid attention, because at first when you typical RPG setup, I did that. I went in and I was like, man, I'm kind of struggling, but it just makes sense. Maybe over time it'll get better. Then I finally paid attention, because one thing I will say is they explain it, but they don't put emphasis on it. It's just there. And It's like he's saying, so each weapon has letters next to it, and it'll tell you where it gets its buffs from. So like the first guy you start with, he his buffs are what is it? Is it vitality? It depends, but I did that and it made all the difference in the world. It truly did. I went from struggling to doing an average of like 300-400 damage. Like just the way it works, and of course that's small in the grand scheme. Because I seen a tweet that went out talking about they nerfed the 4 billion damage combo, like some crazy number.
They kind of did, but if you build it out properly and you spec, your team and you get the order correct, the
Yes.
order of play correct, once you correct the order and who goes first, who goes second, who goes third, you can still do a shit ton of damage. Like doing billion damage is just overkill. You can kill, most enemies, with 10 million, most enemies.
I like how he
And if
says
you,
it like it's no big deal. Just 10 mil. Just
no, it not it. Like I said, you're still in Act 1 and Act 2. You'll get it.
I
I,
got
I
you.
remember when I
You'll
first
get it.
got the Mael like order, like her first combo thing, right? Where you do like, okay, you get into first stance, then you do this move, then you do this move. And I remember the first time I got it off correctly and did all that
Mhm.
damage, and I think there's an achievement that goes along with it. I was like, oh
Mhm.
snap!
Oh, see, I still haven't done
If
it.
you,
And then
yeah,
we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
But and then like
I mean,
story wise, this is
if you're
like Game of
using
Thrones level
Mael,
stuff too.
yeah.
Uh,
If you're using
yeah,
Mael, try to use virtual stance as much as possible.
Got you.
yeah. And there's a never mind. I'm not gonna get into strategy and stuff. I was about to say I saw a
No,
video. I need to go back
come
and get this
on,
weapon because
come
there's a
on. That's why
weapon you
we're
can
here.
get. Yeah, there's a weapon you can get in the first act that
Mhm.
starts you in virtual stance all the time.
Ah,
I'm gonna tell you guys
yes, it is.
this. One thing that really stood out, another thing that stood out with this game is how it rewards exploring. Like I really
Mhm.
appreciate that. Like I'm one of them people
You
who,
must.
yeah, exploring in that game makes all the difference. I didn't came across. I'm still in Act 1. And I found so many weapons. Like I think I already have 4 weapons for Lune.
Mhm.
I got like she had man, I get and then I have like 3 or 4 swords for Gustav, and then I have 2 weapons for Mael right now. Like in this, I'm still very early in the game,
Hmm.
so it only
So there's things I can't say.
yeah.
So,
Hey,
but
but
Yeah,
but but but
same.
what I did, but what I did say was what I was saying is since you guys are early, like those are the mistakes that I made. Don't make them because it totally changes the game when you get your when you allocate your attributes correctly. So I would say if y'all haven't done that, go change them.
it's
Yeah,
man, this game.
I change them every now and then, but I'm still at the point where I'm like picking or like I might bounce back and forth between different weapons.
Yeah. I mean, one you'll get to the point, especially as you get closer to Act 3, where you kind of figure out what your build is going to be because it becomes so effective,
Mhm.
and nobody can really stop it. You know, so once you kind of figure that out, you won't change your build. After that, you're really just trying to figure out how to get more out of the build in terms of damage. Um, and that's really what it is. I mean, this game is fucking incredible. Um, I'm still torn between that game and Blueprints as my game of the year.
Okay.
Um, but I'm still gonna say this game, story wise, has some of the wildest twists that you will never see coming.
I love
That's
that.
all I'm gonna say.
I love that. And you know what?
Yeah,
On a overall industry note, I know we normally don't do this, but I love seeing the $50 games win. Like that's what's going on right now. We're seeing another low cost, small team game absolutely take over the internet. You know, we saw it last year with Helldivers. We see, you know, with it's funny how the wave of a price increase, and then we see a game that's lower than the original lower normal price is doing better than the big than the expensive higher games or AAA games. I love seeing these type of stories, and it just it's shining and it's proof. The hype is real, folks. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hype is real.
The hype is real.
Please,
And there's
please go play it.
and this is how I knew it was good. And it's also kind of a shout out for Game Pass as well. But I have a friend who does not do turn-based RPGs. Like he's a Mass Effect, BioWare, Bethesda type guy. And when he texted me and was like, "Are you playing this?" and I said, "I haven't started yet." The fact that he was like, "Oh, I love it." The fact that he was playing it, I was like, "Okay, yeah, this game has to be good." And I just give that shout out to Game Pass because I feel like there's like when it comes to spending your money on a game in a genre that you wouldn't have normally played, he probably would have never discovered this game. I still say F them for those price increases, but
Yes,
Game Pass is doing what it's supposed to be.
I even went out and got my physical copy. Like that's how
I
much
have a
that's how
physical copy as well.
that's how much when I seen that first I had it in my cart, but when I seen they started disappearing, like people like I seen a tweet go out like, "Hey, they don't have anymore," and I was like, "Nope, let me go buy it. Let me stop playing." But yeah, man, like the hype is real, folks. Like that's all I will say. The hype is absolutely real. Even if you just go and experience it for the story, the hype is real.
I just want you to give me my props because I got
Yeah,
y'all hyped to play this
yeah,
game.
yes, 1,000,000%.
I just
No,
want my props.
no,
I
for
had to get
real.
y'all hyped for this. You
Um,
know,
next new game came out. See, shout out to Ender. He said I've seen streamers keep playing it even after the next new game came out. Like I'm telling you,
yeah.
at this point,
New Game Plus.
look, man, look, at this point, I'm not one because of my timing. I don't want to mess up my timing. This is one of those. It's weird to play a RPG that you absolutely have to pay attention to at all times. Like it's a strange feeling. It makes you feel like you're playing a. I hate doing this because it's too cheap. Like a Souls like you have to pay attention. You can't just be on autopilot watching TV and playing. Like no, you got to be locked in. You're here with that game, and I love it. I'm not playing anything else until June. Until I finish this, I'm not touching nothing else. I'm putting it out there. That's it. This game is the only one I'm running right now. I got it installed on my ROG Ally. I got it on the Xbox. This is it until I finish the story and until Dune Awakening releases on the 10th. So whatever one comes first. Whatever one comes first. But folks, I actually gotta get out of here. Mike, let the folks know who you are and where they can find you.
Once again, man, this is Geek Life Mike, shit talker supreme from the GSG gang at gstylemag.com. Go check us out there. I am also on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, all Geek Life Mike. I am on Xbox, Geek Life MB, and I'm on PlayStation at Geek Life Mike. The Nintendo, that's like a social security number. If you want to meet me there, just DM me or something, man. But other than that, you can find me. I'm not hard to find. So shout out to everybody in the chat. As always, man, I always engage the chat and talk to everybody. Shout out to David. Shout out to Ender. Shout out to Slackrow. Shout out to Don. Shout out to Nisa. Shout out to Dallas, man. Much love. Geek Life Mike in the building. You know where to find me. And much love to the crew here.
Julian?
What's going on? So at most of my places are at True Nerd. So it's at True Nerd on YouTube, at True Nerd on Instagram, Twitter, Julian_DDP. I have some stuff coming up from PAX East, so be on the lookout for that. TrueNerd.com. Like I said, TRUNRD. I never thought about putting my Xbox stuff out there, but so Xbox, my name is Jay Diesel. I still have a space in the name from when you could do that. So J space Diesel, E before the I because I spelled it wrong and I couldn't change it. I remember the PlayStation stuff later. I'm out and about, but yeah.
But yes, folks, please get out there and support. And once again, I'm Baron J67, the communications director here over at LV1 Gaming. And if you enjoyed this at all and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It costs nothing. Now, if you do have money to spend and you would like to spend it on this, please consider joining our Patreon or becoming a member. We have exclusive episodes and all that other fun stuff that you see there. And we're still trying to build that out, but it is there and it helps keeps the lights on. Because once again, lv1gaming.com is ad free. Only support we get is from you guys. But yeah, thank you so much. Go play Clair Obscur, please. Go play it, and if you're not into RPGs, put it on story mode and just run through it just for the story because it is that good.
It is that good.
It's that good. I'm looking forward to it.
And these guys have gotten nowhere yet.
Yeah. Like I've done nothing. Like I can tell I've done nothing. And it's easy sell. But yeah, much love everybody. Y'all have a good one. See you on, because I want to be honest, see you on June 1st. We'll be back June 1st, 7 a.m. And peace.
Peace.
Peace.